update on the storm shelter that we are putting in place, and people have been sending me messages and requests asking me to show them the progress. Well, it's going really well. I've been out of town, but as I come back into town, we'll get in another couple of loads of dirt and do some work with it. I want to show you. I've got the retaining wall up, and I've got it built up above the level of the door, and I've put retainers inside the wall to keep the dirt from pulling it in. So everybody says, is that just a straight wall? No, I've got you can kind of see the pieces of timbers with other pieces under it spiked together, that's retaining it and holding it in place. And I've got my drainage lines that are filled with gravel as well, just to help with drainage and to keep the water from building up behind it. So you'll see we've got some good drainage, and I've gotten, this is probably 50 yards of dirt, topsoil and fill dirt, and I'm going to get probably, I don't know, another 150 or 200 yards to we're going to completely fill this thing up, and I'll show you. This is going to go up a little bit higher. Yeah, it's all going to be tapered and smoothed out. We're going to grow a lot of herbs, and we're looking at doing strawberries all through this, just to make it fun for the kids as well. And actually, hold on just a second, guys. More to come. Okay, guys, here we are on the inside, and it really has come along a long way. I'm really proud of what we've done with what we had, because this is all stuff that's been on the property. This is an old Army communication shack that's been on the property for years, and I just had it moved and then dug it in. We've got it dug in a foot deep below that, the level of the ground, and we have like 6 or 8 inch gravel base, and then there are slots where you could run a forklift to lift this thing up. And on either side of that, I've run steel angle and what I-beams I had through those, and then we buried bags of concrete on top of them just to anchor everything down. I've got the screw anchors on all 4 corners. This is just extra fill. These are the tires that extend from a crane. That you would shoot out your outriggers, I guess you would call them. These are ones you can adjust, but they were on the property, and I was having problems getting rid of them. I advertised somebody to come get them. Great tires, but nobody would, and so they're going in for filler. These are bumpers off of barges, and I've got those right here going across, and then on the other side I had them going all the way across, but I ran out of bumpers. And you can see we're using a lot of stuff just to fill, and then we're going to put down topsoil. I'm going to put a layer of topsoil, I'm going to put a layer of steel down first, and then it will be completely covered. So you're going to have a mound that will go back probably to that post and extend beyond it, and it's going to be, there's a lot of dirt. This right here, I'm going to build up another retaining wall out of these timbers that I have here. These have been on the property for a long time, and everybody asks me, well, why are you using such short pieces? I got 400 of them, and they're 36 inches long, so I'm using what I got. So I'm making a retaining wall here, going to lock it in place, and it's going to be about as high as the fence, and then the dirt will go up. I may put some over on the other side. Again, this is nothing that's terribly expensive. The dirt, you know, is how much dirt costs. It's mostly just sweat. This window my wife wanted me to put in, it's a piece of 1/4 inch acrylic on this side, and I'm going to put another piece of 1/4 inch acrylic over this side with a piece of steel plate that we can slide in and out. That'll be I'm going to try to figure out how to do it, but I may just do a gravity fed to make it easier. A lot of people have asked, what about if you get stuck inside? Well, these right here I've got them situated where you can knock them out. I'm going to put gravel behind here. So what all would come in would just be gravel. You could bust this out with a sledge or a pick, or that one, and have a point of egress. This door is a full hinge and locks in 3 places, and you can see these guys right here will unscrew. And this is, in addition to being a vent, this is also a kick out. So if that door won't open, you can kick that out and have a point of egress. And that's why I have the window in here, because it just makes it more homey. These are 2 more vents that we're going to cut in place. I just haven't had the time to do that yet. It's going to be 3-inch PVC, and they'll be run down a little bit further down in case there's a problem with these. More to come, guys. Okay, guys, now we're back. This section right here is going to be built up. All this is going to be filled in with dirt, fill dirt, and then tapered. Going to put a layer of topsoil so we can grow strawberries or herbs across the top of it. These 6-inch blocks will go all the way up to here. And then in the center of here, I've got a couple of steel barrels. I'm going to put a barrel there, fill it up with dirt, and then we're going to overlap it and lock it all into place. This will go as high as that, the top, and then we'll run out maybe 2 layers of blocks, and you can see what we're going to end up doing. We're going to have a kind of a narrow hallway that will deflect any of the wind. The door is going to be the weakest point. I've turned it at an angle to help with any kind of impacts. As good as I can get it. So, in a nutshell, that is what I've been doing and why I hadn't been doing a lot of mower videos. More come. Okay, guys, now we're back. We're up here on the top of it. I wanted to show you this. This is something, we had a lot of extra asphalt shingles, and I thought it would make a good cushion for when we lay down steel. I've got some scrap steel plate, not solid pieces, but I've got enough to probably overlap it, and then we're going to run a lip around the side and fill this guy up with topsoil, and we'll plant on top of it. So it should not leak or cause a problem in my lifetime. And that is about as good as I can get it. This is all going to be filled in, tapered off. There's my water meter, so it will actually be level if you can vision it. The top of that water meter will be about 8 inches above the top of the box there, and that's what we're doing. It's been a lot of work, but we are making a lot of progress on it. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for expressing an interest in this. This is some of the stuff that this is just something we do out here to be safe. We live out in a really bad tornado area. We'll have 2 or 3 come through every year that are really bad. Why do we live out here? To take care of my wife's mother. Otherwise we wouldn't live out here in this. So there you go. Thanks for watching, guys. Y'all gonna make some mayhem.